Alright guys, so this is going to be the great camera work, pseudo intro for this week's vlog. So this week we did a lot of cool stuff. We had a campfire talk with Vital Hit at the beginning of the week. We did a lot of prepping during their live streams and stuff like that. We actually had a few people come into the live streams and we had a good dialogue there. And then we also had, I did a lot of work around the house on the weekend, so you guys will see a little bit of that and some of the time lapse of that, so that'll be fun, just to give you kind of a sneak peek of, I don't only do D&D stuff the whole time. This is the week that was the May 10th to the 17th, so enjoy. Hey everyone, just had some fun on the live stream. Had some technical difficulties, which is going to be a problem until I can move down to my basement studio, but had a good time. Had some viewers in there. Very excited to see how that kind of Q&A kind of style interactivity kind of goes in the future, and I also love telling you guys kind of like what's going on in my campaign, so that's always fun too. I can't wait for that. And then tomorrow we'll be doing a lot of recording. It's going to be all about Inkarnate is going to be the next video, and I'm kind of excited about it because there's not a whole lot of good stuff out there right now. There's a little bit, but I want to kind of give you guys a good general overview of like what the software is like, how to use it, how to play with it, and just give you guys kind of a good how-to on just the Inkarnate software. So I'm excited for that, and I'll see you guys in the morning. So yesterday we actually also had a really great, awesome campfire talk with Vital Hit. Check them out. I'll leave links down in the description below, and a link to their YouTube page up here in one of the corners, whatever it is. I'm not really sure which one it is. But we had a good talk. We talked about a little bit of kind of like some of the projects that I'm working on that you guys have kind of seen here on the channel as we've been going through. And it was really fun. Today is actually going to be recording day, so we're going to be doing some stuff on Inkarnate for this Wednesday. Let me see if I can get the dog. Well, let me flip the screen, but I'll show you guys the dog here in just a little bit. But we're gonna be doing some stuff on Inkarnate and kind of map making tutorials and how to use that software. Because for new DMs and kind of like deciding what their world's gonna look like, sometimes I like to use the geography to kind of teach and inform kind of like my decisions on how I'm gonna build my world and what kind of exists in these different areas. And I like the randomness that you can actually utilize with that software to kind of come up with what your topography of your map's going to look like in the geography of the world, and have that help inform like kind of their DM prep and stuff like that. So we're going to do that today, and then later on this week I'm going to be doing some more Roll20 stuff. It's going to be good stuff. You'll see eventually too, I'll be working on the studio, which is going to be downstairs in the basement, which this is the evil dark damp basement. We'll be doing some work on that eventually too, and eventually kind of make this a little bit more of a professional kind of thing. I mean, obviously the couch living room setup is fine. The bedroom setup is good for what it is right now, but I want you guys to kind of get a better experience when you're kind of watching stuff on this channel. So we're gonna work on that eventually. But for right now, I got to finish the rest of this house, and right now we have no countertops. With that being said, I'm going to, like I said, we're gonna get into a quick costume change, everything like that, and we're gonna do the recordings, yeah, it's gonna be good. So this is the little man that likes to help me out from time to time. And a lot of times he likes to distract me. All right, so we're just gonna play a little bit right now. All right, guys, so we got a little recording done for Wednesday's episode. It's gonna be all about Inkarnate, and I think it's gonna be really good. I think it's gonna be fun. I shot it a little bit differently than I normally do, and so I'm curious to see how that experiment works. As you can see, the dog is following me around everywhere, per usual. So we'll see how that goes, and yeah, just let me know what you guys think. Leave some comments and stuff like that. I'm really curious to see how that goes. So the rest of my day today is gonna actually be dedicated to editing, getting that video ready to go live for tomorrow, and getting that set for a premiere at 9:15. The dog is just drinking a ton of water over there. I don't know if you can see him in the corner there. And my house is still a construction zone, like I said earlier today. But I'm curious to see how it goes. I'm excited about that video, and then we had the live stream last night. It went well. I'm excited to see what lies in store for my storyline coming up for my players on Saturday, because once they get through this kind of like Frozen Sick adaptation adventure, I'm trying to figure out which. I like to highlight characters. I like to highlight specifically the different characters in my campaign and kind of give them something to be kind of like in the spotlight. So I'm curious to see what I'm going to do next. If you guys have any ideas, throw some comments down there. But I'm thinking it might involve them going into the main city. We'll see how that goes. I did get a little bit of information because this is not our normal campaign, but it's kind of turning into our new normal because of quarantine. So I'm trying to figure out ways to kind of get my players to engage with the storyline a little bit more. Let me see if I can make the camera stable. Trying to get my players to engage with the storyline a little bit more. Trying to see if I can't figure out ways to kind of utilize their backstories and try to get some more out of them as far as like what they kind of care about in this world, and kind of push that kind of envelope. So I'll be curious to see how that goes. But like I said, editing now the rest of the day. I'll show you guys that in a time lapse so you guys can see that. Hey guys, so I've been skipping around a little bit. I apologize for that. We haven't been doing the greatest job of making sure that we're actually staying up to date on everything today. But so last night I actually worked on that Roll20 video that I was telling you guys about. It's actually going to be about custom fields within Roll20 and how to kind of customize character sheets to be the way that you want them to be. If, say, you have an Unearthed Arcana character class, if you have a backstory or a background from the player's handbook that's not available from the SRD, you can actually take it, throw it in there. Or if you have a basic rules document background, you can throw it into your Roll20 character sheets as well. So that's what we were doing last night. We actually finished the recording, actually edited it and everything else, set it as a premiere. I also been dabbling around on how to figure out how to schedule the live streams within YouTube so you guys can see them upcoming as opposed to just them all of a sudden happening. So we got that figured out. Yeah, so today is all about doing stuff at the house. So like I was telling you guys in a live stream or in these blogs earlier in the week, I actually have been working on the house. We've been having, we've basically been doing the whole thing, redoing the whole, just doing a whole remodel basically. So I'm almost done with the kitchen. I actually just need to hook up the dishwasher and a couple other things, and then actually I'm going to be replacing a couple of light fixtures down in the basement, getting that studio starting to get that studio underway. Still going to be a little while. I might move down there before it's really ready, just because right now my current streaming setup is actually upstairs, and then I don't have a way to hardwire into the internet, which is actually causing a lot of issues with keeping the stream online. But if I'm in the basement, it shouldn't be a problem, so might do that. But yeah, so if you guys are enjoying this, make sure you like the video and stuff. I'll keep doing these. Let me know what you guys think. But yeah, today is a trip to Home Depot day to get all the stuff that I need and then hooking everything up, so that way the wife is happy with me. Good morning, everyone. Oh, sorry about the glare. So last night went really well. We had the live stream there. I mean, the only thing that went wrong was the fact that just about everything, internet kept popping in and out, and we actually lost the stream for about 10 minutes there. But we were able to figure it out, and we actually extended the YouTube viewing over to the Twitch side things for a little over an hour, actually. Just as a way to say sorry for the fact that like everything got kind of all messed up. But this morning I have a video premiering today on Roll20, the second episode in the series, so I'm excited for that. I'll be on there answering any of your questions. It's gonna be fun. Alright guys, so the premiere went really well. I was really happy with what we had there. We had a couple people come in. But today, what we're going to be doing is some more house stuff. So, with the weekend upon us, I also have my game tonight and everything like that. I'm feeling really good about the prep that I have. You'll see a lot of that stuff. I'll talk about it after the game a little bit, but my players are on their way to the Summer Home Islands, which is basically Ice Lacrosse. But today, I'm going to be doing a little bit more work around the house, and I'm actually going to show some of that in time lapse and stuff like that. I'm going to be replacing a light fixture in my basement, and in addition to doing a couple other things around the house, like doing some trim and stuff like that, just to kind of give you an idea of like what my day-to-day is. Kind of is interesting how things go, and just kind of gives you an idea of a look into my normal everyday life. And yeah, it'll also give you the opportunity to see what is hopefully going to be the studio space in the next couple of weeks. So I'll see you over there, and this should be the time lapse of me working in the basement right now. Hey everyone, so this should go without saying, unless you're like a qualified electrician or something like that, don't do anything that I'm doing right now. Especially, you know, changing out light fixtures and stuff like that. Like, if you don't know what you're doing, you could really hurt yourself and cause some issues. And you'll make people like me annoyed when I come into your house and I know what I'm doing and I find all this stuff and I have to rip everything out like I'm doing right now. So, with that being said, again, this is just for entertainment purposes, so enjoy. Hey guys, so if you saw from the time lapse, it got a little complicated. So my old homeowner, the homeowner that owned my house previously, installed lights that, I don't know if you guys can see it, but they're not good. They're actually very much against all electrical codes everywhere. So that's part of the reason why I'm trying to replace this one over here in the ceiling. But as you can probably see now, based on the hole I've made, I'm considering just gutting the whole thing. My plan is, eventually when the studio's done, is to have a drop ceiling everywhere so we can kind of stop some of that reverb and stuff like that coming from upstairs. And given the current state of how that just went down over there, I think that is my only, it's either repair that spot, which right now is also a textured area, which I mean would be cheaper, but it's the only part of the entire house that has this, it would be the only part of the basement that wouldn't be a drop ceiling. So, I don't know. Gotta ask the wife. Guys, so we are going to be actually just cutting a hole. So, my wife made some good points that it might be just a kind of a waste of money. And I'm decent at being a mud man when it comes to fixing ceilings and stuff like that. So I'm not too worried. So that's what we'll do. And I'll show you that. We're not gonna have that done today, but just to give you an idea, I'm gonna cut out a bigger hole. I'm probably gonna move the location of the light actually, just because it's right up against a piece of wood. And if you don't know construction knowledge, these things up here on the ceiling are called joists, and basically where the light fixture was right up against one. So you can see that there. So this isn't intended to be a how-to video, but at the same time, like I just wanted to kind of give you guys a glimpse of what kind of goes on in my life a little bit. I do actually get my hands dirty. I'm not just somebody who sits in front of a computer all day. So I'm hoping the blue-collar DM actually makes sense from that standpoint. But yeah, so I'm just gonna cut a bigger hole. I'll time-lapse that really fast, and then I'm gonna be doing some stuff upstairs in my kitchen for the rest of the day until my game tonight. So I'll see you on the other side of this. Hey guys, so we just finished up our game here a little bit while ago. It's actually a bit past our game. Spent some time talking with my friends who is a player in the game, was also my first DM, and we had a good conversation. But the players were able to get back past sailing the rest of the way to the island, and were able to begin their journey towards the ruins of Salsvault, where on their way there they actually encountered a Remoraz, and were able to take care of it. So they're doing pretty well right now, but like I said, it is late, so I am gonna get to bed, but I will see you guys in the morning, and then on Monday this will all go live, so can't wait. Good morning everyone, it is the morning after. So like I said last night, players did a pretty good job. They made their way to the Summerhome Islands after some fun shenanigans on a boat, and then they ended up finding their way to figure out where they needed to go. They're heading in the right direction, heading their way towards the ruins of Salsvault on the island of Ellensgard. So they did run into a Remoraz. One of the characters almost, like he was down and up, but they were able to figure it out. But it was a challenge, but not anything like too like nothing overwhelming. But they did a pretty good job. So so next week they're going to be continue that travel, and we'll see where it takes them, and see if they can make it to the ruins of Salsvault. And with that said, I think this is going to actually end the vlog for this week. I know it's probably a little bit shorter. There was a lot of stuff that happened this week. Obviously, with we had that awesome campfire talk with Vital Hit, which that should come out here sometime in the future. I'll make sure I put a link on the socials and stuff like that, so you guys can check it all out. We had those 2 videos come out. We had a lot of really good stuff with the live streams. Then we did a lot of work around the house yesterday. So it was a good week. A lot, very action packed. So if you guys want to check out any more stuff on the channel, or if you guys want to like ask me some questions, I do live stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday on Twitch and on YouTube. YouTube first, and then switching over to Twitch. Link for the Twitch stream down in the description below. Also, if you like the video, make sure you give it a like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Until next time, guys, I hope you guys have a good week, and happy Monday.